Hello, hello. Good morning, people. I am pixelPoltergeist, and this is Survival Mars. Just thought I'd stream a little bit of it today. Recommended it to somebody recently, and thought I'd just... Actually, I just felt like playing it after that, so here we are. Right. Start a new game, and I'm actually going to turn the terraforming DLC off because sometimes I get too wrapped up in trying to get all of that kick-started, and that's never good. No terraform. Let's start there. So that, I don't believe that disables achievements or trophies, but well, hell, this isn't a trophy run anyway. Right. Mission sponsor. Let's see. It's not a bad one. And you've got different mission sponsors which give you different bonuses and starting resources. They can be quite varied. And the International Mars mission is the default one, and you know, I think I'm actually going to go with... Where is it? Huh. Bear with me. Commander profile. Geoengineer. Scientist. Inventor. No. Although that inventor is always good. Drone hubs require no power or maintenance. I feel like I'm missing something here. Let's see. That's all about Blue Suns. Might go for Japan. I've not actually used Japan yet. It looks like it could be an interesting one. There's meant to be a games developer one or something. It's meant to be one which gives you access to games developers and things. I can't remember which one it is. Because they've got some interesting technologies with them as well. Ah, well. I'll look over it for a future. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, let's start with Japan. what's the default one? I think the default one's either City Mayor or Rocket Scientist. Both are good. You know, let's go with Inventor. Wildlife. Ooh. Let's go for this one. I don't know what they are. They are kind of missions you get within this because it is rather sandboxy. So, yeah, there it is. Huh. I thought I could choose Paradox Interactive as a start point. So we'll go back and check. Mission sponsor. Nope, not there for me. Might be worth checking into in the future, but never mind. Difficult challenge 300%, that's an interesting one. Game rules. Let's go with fast rockets because it's always fun. Could make some things more difficult though. Apart from the no terraforming, let's leave things default. Next, more prefab stuff we got. Drum, pulp, and moisture evaporator that produces water, that produces fuel, and that produces power. Two RC commanders. Curious. I wouldn't choose that personally. I might change that. RC Explorer. Yeah, get rid of those commanders. What the hell's a safari? Oh, that's interesting. I think that's new. Right, so let's drop in a transport. A couple of additional Wasp drones. Let's do this. Actually, you know what? No, I think I do want the extra RC commander after all. Whoops. 5,000. What did I accidentally? What did I add? Chunks, yeah, I think that was it. I mean, I can always. The commanders are always useful, but I can always transfer all the drones away to a drone hub if I need to. Ooh, look at that pink. Right, next. Right, I have some coordinates picked out for this colony already. For 1 degree west, 54 north. Oh wow, that's ooh, this one's going to be interesting. I've never had to deal with cold waves before. A lot of concrete, but yeah, I'll go with one rather than two, because I'm setting myself up for a challenge here. Oof. Right, so choose that. Start. Wasn't asked to give a colony name. Weird. Yes. Chose the coordinates of Yorkshire because why not? That's gonna be. It's gonna make this slightly difficult. Well, North Yorkshire specifically, but yeah, given the placement, I've never done anything in this kind of region. And cold waves is gonna be interesting.
Welcome to Mars.
Thank you. Everyone at mission control and yeah. Oh my god. I'll remove sector, display normal probe, zoom in, right. An area has already been scanned for resources, right. There's concrete nearby there, let's have 2 probes. So let's throw a couple down.
Research complete.
Oh, metal, that's good. And concrete can be done remotely. Metal needs people. So let's... which one? So we'll throw our probe there and zoom out again. Yeah, at this stage you do not start with people in your colony. It is all about the robots. So that'll take a little while for it to scan all those areas. As it does, kind of got to remember my controls here slightly. It's because I can't stand that pink. Mission profile, no. Command center, that's the one. Colours. Forest, red ceiling, blue sky, cherry blossom, that's what we were on. Terraforming, so let's go for yellow. I kind of like it. Right. Picking a landing site. The white coloured hexes are the the area that the rocket requires to land in, and the grey ones are the area in which it will kick up dust when it has landed. So, right, that's a metal mine. That's going to be important a little later on. We need to be near the concrete mine to start with, so let's land here for now. So we've got these 4 chunks of metal to kick us off. I'm aware. And there's our 3 main rovers. Oh, you only came with 4. Excellent. Right. So what I usually like to do here is up against the landing area is build a universal depot, which is where resources get stored. And yes, indeedy, the drones are moving to collect the resources. Pardon me. Scanning anomalies like this gains research points, which can be used to research various technologies, robotics. Oh, that's always useful. What have we still got half here? Yeah, we'll finish that off. It's half researched. Well, we need to build most of these at some point anyway. That's well, fuel. That's the fuel refinery one. I need that. And what have we got here? I leave social till last typically because I'm not a fan of it. I don't feel like it does much for me. Right, so let's see. Yes, let's have you start. I remember how this works. Transport route, so. Load resources from there. Unload here. Now what I've done, what I'll do is it'll head out. It'll start collecting these metal deposits, and it'll place it at our depot here. Wherever. Just place that there. And I usually place things like this, so gives me a point of reference for landing the rocket in the same place each time. Let's see what you do. You make it to there, and then you start looking to the deposit. That's good, that's correct. And I'm going to need another one of these for concrete. So let's put this one here. Because the first things first on Mars, you need building materials, which come in the form of metal and concrete. And I cannot for the life of me remember the controls, which is a slight shame and might be a problem, but not right now. Let's see. Oh, nighttime is falling. Huh. I forgot that Japan did not require people for the metals extractors. Good to know. But first we start with the metals extractor. Again, the metals extractor has that perimeter of grey hexes, which it's a building that kicks up dust. So we'll put that there to be built when it can be. also need to go alongside it a dumping site because it produces waste rock as well. But to be honest, I tend to put these directly alongside the extractors because as long as the area there is clear, then it's gonna have no problem. Right, actually, let's cancel that construction.
Anomaly analyzed.
Because
Milestone achieved.
ooh, new tech available. Right. I'd like to have it facing in that kind of direction, just so it's more. Crying out loud, I keep pressing the wrong button. That's that gone. I'll place the waste rock pile a little further away, I think. This time. There it is. Large dumping site. Place it here, that way it's not right on top of the thing. Are they in range of... no. That explains a little bit. I was wondering why they weren't getting on with the construction project. The RC Commander has this border around it, which is the control range for the drones. If something falls outside of that range, the drones ain't going to do anything about it. Let's get you onto this next one. And didn't need to open that. Let's get our research screen back up, because apparently we have new researches available. Explorer AI. That's not the one I was hoping it would be, but it's good nonetheless. So let's slap that onto the queue, and then we wait. Right, what these two are doing is they are clearing the area where I designated for the dumping site, which in itself generates waste rock, which will go straight into the dumping site, as so. The important thing is, with a lot of buildings, you want to try not to get them too dusty. Like some things it's impossible to avoid, like that you can't avoid getting something that creates dusty. However, power generators, such as a Stirling generator, which is what I'm going to be using here, really helps if you can avoid keeping them if you can avoid them from getting dusty. Right. This is from a prefab. Stirling generators are prefabs are basically oh, crikey. What the hell is that? It's a great leap. My attention is required. Our scientific team on Earth made a daunting discovery. With a downpour of new scientific data from Mars, our team has made an unheard breakthrough in the field. A new advanced technology has been released in the chosen field. The new technology costs less to research: physics, robotics, engineering, or biotech. Huh. Robotics is always a good one to... I'm going for robotics because in the early days I rely a lot on the robotics research. So there's that. Just random little events like that happen from time to time as well, so right, I'll get on with that. Oh, crikey, what I didn't find was a water deposit. It looks like this is ice. Yeah, scans take a while. But yeah. Stirling generator, this produces power. It's from a prefab, which is basically a kit, so I didn't need research or resources to be able to build it. Not on Mars at least. And then you need to lay out power cables to connect it to things. So there we go. Power cable laid out to the mine, which will, once it's running, start producing down slightly. Now the drones should wake up a bit and start gathering metal. What I'm also going to do is drone hub. These things have a much greater range than the RC commanders, which is very helpful because it means that you can put them in much more advantageous positions, although the RC commanders can be wheeled around. Right, let's put it here. That seems to capture everything that I'm working on so far, and let's knock this up to full priority. Because once that's built, it will also give us more drones.
Anomaly analyzed.
New techs are available for research. What have we got?
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Decommission protocol and fuel compression. Ooh, those are both very good technologies to unlock early on. Fuel compression more so than the decommission protocol. Right, outsource. Let's... Oh, how much did we start with cash-wise? Oh, wow. That's more than a quarter of our funds. Let's do it though, because over the next 5 days we'll rattle through all of these researches and be able to queue up more. It's not ideal for the cost, and especially with me starting on such a low. Aha, there we go. The symbol that was above that meant it was not connected to anything requiring power. Now it is. Right, and there we go. Our drones are busy. Once this has been collected, I think I might put down an automated mine to oh crikey, yeah. I'm realising just how hard this is going to be at this point. Because I still have to get colonists here, and quite often I rely on the starting funds to get me a lot of materials, and that's just not going to happen on this. Right, before I forget, let's place one of these. Right, what's the... Yeah, let's string a couple of these together. Those help the sector scanning go quicker. Right, don't want you to be sat in the middle of nowhere and get hit by a meteor, so come back. These will help the scanning go quicker, which means I'll be able to send my little explorer further afield far quicker. Oh, I'm not producing enough power. My power grid is in the negative. Yep, right, so two ways to sort this out. We have solar panels and wind turbines. I like to opt for solar farms. Right, where's this? So let's see. Keep got that one wire running across. So let's plonk some of these in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. And power cable. Here. It only needs to reach the first one. And I think I made a mistake. Yep, 2 of those are inside the dust range. So let's cancel construction on these 2. This one's questionable, but it should be fine. And let's replace those 2 that I removed. So, 1 there, and 1 there. Next thing, we need power accumulator, because weirdly, solar panels don't work at night. And again, I usually actually put these right up alongside.
Sector scanned. Research complete. Anomaly found.
1, 2. That should do. Should be enough. Where's my explorer? Scan that for me, please. And we zoom back out and add another sector onto the scan list. It would be really useful to start finding water soon. I will admit that. Because we need to start producing fuel. And we do, while we do have the moisture evaporator, however you'd like to pronounce that one. You know what, we'll start working on these now then. Right, it requires 5 power. One of these solar panels produces 5, so if we put 2 of those down, I mean I could always connect it with wires. Oh, crikey. Oh, I've not track of my own resources. Right. So change that priority to high. Doing that means that one of these that it will get the power first before these do. During the day, these power accumulators will charge because we have so many of these. But right now, I'm tempted to just run a wire. I think running a wire might be a better option, but at the same time, that metals deposit ain't gonna power itself, so metal we're slightly not short of currently. However, that will change. And I do need to start planning on where I'm going to start building the actual hab domes and stuff. So, here's what we're going to do.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye.
Advanced Martian engines and
a veritable treasure
high-rise.
trove.
Excellent. Oh. I'm in an awkward spot now because I'm not quite sure where to go with things. Place too many of these down, and I can't reclaim them for 100% of the materials. Especially since it's going to be a while before I can produce more. And getting more is going to be incredibly expensive in terms of how much I have left, resources wise. Regardless, this thing needs to go back to Earth at some point. So let's get a fuel depot placed. Just there. And we are going to put our moisture evaporator and fuel refiner here, because I figure if we're going to find anything resource-wise worthwhile, it's going to be more southern than northern at this point, especially since we're so close to the northern edge of the map. So, here we go. Resources. Moisture evaporator. Let's put it just here, because I foresee the hab dome going south of here, so we've still got a nice big area for the hab dome. We'll just get started on that. The fuel refinery we will connect pretty much directly to the water, and then we need a pipe to connect the two, just there and just the one. Next, I can't afford to build a ton more solar panels. Literally can't afford it. So what we're going to do is
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Run a long wire. going to be far cheaper in the long run because wires require far less frequent maintenance than solar panels. And as you can see, these are slowly rising, which means they are slowly charging. Now what this does is it scrapes out the concrete from the ground, produces concrete, which is the solid grey blocks, and waste rock, which is used for landscaping projects.
Research complete.
Right, so there we go. Currently producing net zero water, apparently. Requires 10 power. I am, still increasing on power, so producing 19 excess power, which is going into charging these, which at night will is that yellow or is that green? It's meant to be yellow. Anyway. Yeah. So at night when the solar panels aren't working, these will slowly discharge and keep everything running smoothly. Do they really only produce one? That is staggeringly low. So yeah, I literally am producing just enough water for let me test this. If it really only produces one, then this water tower should never fill. But if it does and the moisture vaporator stops working for whatever reason, dust storm, just breaks down, then the water tower should be able to keep it working. Right. Go scan that anomaly. You're my drone commander, aren't you? Yep. Right, so I want you to transfer. Accelerated again. I didn't forget, I didn't realise. I think it's more accurate. You pack 3 and you can unpack them as your own little drones. So now these will work based on this drone hub rather than this drone commander. And yet this drone commander has one left should the explorer come into trouble.
Sector scanned.
It only produces one water. That's something I'm definitely going to have to be concerned about. I need to find a water source before I start building hab domes. Although I believe that'll be one in here. I say I believe, I'm guessing that'll be a water source down there. So it'll take some getting to, but it can be done.
Research complete.
Do we have any more wild metal? Rogue metal. Yeah, you know what wild metal will do. Research. I'm glad she called that out because I've been forgetting. Oh wow. Advanced Martian engines. Engines require less fuel. Fuel compression. I thought I'd queued that. Oh well. There it goes anyway. Oh, that's queued. Storage compression, don't need that yet. Magnetic filtering, that's an upgrade for the Moxie, which is what produces oxygen. Low G turbines, that is very useful a little later on. Let's slap that down, and I think I'm coming towards the end of my accelerated research, which is a slight problem, but we'll get over it. Yeah, let's go for that because we need more physics research. And we'll put the Moxie one in as well because we need to continue down there as well. Because that first tree is very important for the colonists. I'm so surprised. Oh, there's more metal. So, let's have you gather resources, and we'll check back up on you shortly. So yeah, these are fully charged, even though oh, that's actually a good sign. My power deficit at night is 11. My overproduction during the day is 19. That's a good thing because that means I'm guaranteed to produce whatever I require at night during the day, because I believe these are 12-hour day-night cycles. 24 hours total, 12 hours each day and night. Right. If I had a good water source, I would be planning on the colonists right now. Planning for the first hab done, but as it happens, I still need to find a water deposit, because that's very important to keeping this colony running. What I'm going to do, however, to keep my little minions busy, is where's my landscaping? This is the smallest ramp I can make. Now, it makes a lot more waste rock than I'd like. However, I need to have a way down there. But I'm going to wait to see where the water deposit is first, because if I put it down first and then realise, oh shit, I've just built my ramp on top of a water deposit, I'm not going to be happy. That'll mean I'll have to level it off. At which point the option would be to build a tunnel. Tunnels aren't ideal tunnel might be more ideal. Because you can run power and water through a tunnel. We'll see what happens. Because I mean, let's have a look. Tunnel, 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 tunnel. There it is. Ah, now. That's the problem. Machine parts requires 30, I have 13. So I'd have to import some more machine parts from Earth, which ain't cheap. I mean, let's have a check on my resupply list. Supply pod. Oh I only have one rocket. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, that's... So 25. It's not actually massively... It's not all that incredibly expensive. I could do it. Let's speed back down. Command center. Building colours. That's yellow there. I swear that's yellow. That's green. That's yellow. That's blue. Oh, I can see it changing in the background. That's the pink. So let's go back to the pink. So everything looking fabulous. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Milestone achieved. Sector scanned. Research complete.
Oh, there's a water supply. That's a long way away. That's a really long way away. Get over there and get scanning. You've done all of those, so... Unload the metal. I made a mistake. That was a bad call. You know what? Let's put those two to the top of the cube because I can get drones down here quicker. As I'm thinking that this may be ice, we may get a lot of water deposit from here. Why the fuck are you going? It's meant to be unloading. And I know it's because I just cocked up and... But I really want there to be some water down here. Or at least somewhere that's more accessible than this. Oof. That's a complete setting of infrastructure away. I mean, I'd have to put in a drone hub. Not that I've got any prefab straight left. I'd have to put a drone hub in like here just to be able to stretch it, and that's not what I want to do. Not all what I want to do. So that's absolutely not taking off anything. Fuel is just being loaded straight into the rocket. It's currently 11 out of 50. Oof. It's going to take a while to fill. You know what? build another one of these here. The more you have, the faster the scans go. That's metal. Where are you? There you are. That's the one. Gather that up. There we go. It's quarter scanned. Let's actually accelerate time a bit here.
Dust storm approaching.
Oh, whoops. Dust storm means I am going to... fuel production will stop.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Oh, excellent. Right, let's... Yeah, the water production will stop, and I'll be in a lot of trouble if my solar panels all end up requiring maintenance afterwards, which they will. They will. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Ooh, what's that? Giant crops. I'll look into researching breakthroughs later. That's handy. Electronics factory. I think I might have the ability to make small electronics factories, or let's add that into the queue, because those are also important. Right, that also means I definitely need to make sure my explorer drone is not out and about in the wilderness when it comes to when the dust storm happens. I've got more than 2 days warning, which is handy, but it's not ideal. Same thing for you, I don't want you too far away, because I don't want to be having to send the RC commander after you. So let's actually move you. The dust storm is set to hit the colony soon. It will cause damage to pipes, cables, strain on all buildings, pushing them towards needing maintenance sooner than usual. Power, water and oxygen. Solar panels outside domes. Didn't realise you could put solar panels inside domes. That's well worth noting, because that means I might be able to just make a dome just for solar panels at some point in the future. Anyway, you're sat there doing normal, so let's just have you move over here as well. The sliding to the left is because of I have a dodgy controller. Right. There you go. Off you move. Okay.
Sector scanned.
Transfer
Research
power?
complete. Anomaly found.
Where was that transfer power thing? I've not noticed that before. It's data. Oh, maybe because it was night time, and yeah, might have been it. No idea, but advanced Martian engines, right? Research. Smart home, yes, no, yes, no. Smart homes are really good for the colonists. I should start researching the lower cost ones sooner rather than later, I think. Right, so these can stockpile 30 of pretty much all resources. There's one that it doesn't store, I can't remember what it is. Seeds for terraforming. These can store up to 180. They're far superior in storage capacity, but just once your ship's plonked down, the universal depot is good. Let's see. Was that scan completed? Yes, it was. Once all 9 hours, that's a lot of... Is that concrete? That's concrete, isn't it? Yep. There's metal. That's an anomaly. That's also an anomaly. Right, there's two different kinds. I think there's 3 different kinds of anomalies. I can't remember what each of them are off the top of my head. So, here we go. Waiting for this. You know what, sorry. Get over here and get scanning this anomaly, get some bonus research for me. If you do break down, I do still have the RC Commander.
Research complete.
OG turbines, excellent. So in future I'll be using wind turbines over solar panels to make them, just because they run through the night as well, they're not always as efficient as the solar panels, but just that extra
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
anomaly, but no water. This is not looking good.
Anomaly analyzed.
Right. Research. Let's get back here and let's get some of these cheaper researches done. Like, that's good. I've just realised, because starting with Japanese sponsors, you have less colonist applicants, which can be a problem when you're trying to fill specific roles. These are all 1500, so water reclamation, that's useful. As much as I don't really like using round domes, because that might be a real good plan, especially if I'm struggling for water. So yeah, let's get that doing, and let's get right. So what I want the water reclamation. Nope. Need to do this in reverse order. Life from Mars can stay where it is for now. The low G drive can get lower priority. Micro manufacturing, smart homes, water reclamation. So now those are arranged in order of priority. That I want them anyway. Still moving over to that one. That one unlocks a technology, I believe, whereas this one just provides research points. Right, let's just see what this transfer power was. Right, so it's a command to charge specific drones. Did not realise that. Didn't realise it was actually a thing. 19 hours to the dust storm. How far are you on this scan? You should be fine. And the rocket is ready to leave. Thanks to the research, because that drops how much it requires to launch.
Milestone achieved.
Getting this off Mars before the dust storm is good because it means that if I need supplies, if I need a resupply after the dust storm, I can actually just send the rocket back rather than having to rely on a supply pod.
Sector scanned.
Oh yes, scan. Oh, water. Yes! Called it, there's water in the crater.
Analyzed.
New texture available.
There's more to the barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye.
Drone hub and Mars
treasure trove.
Now that drone hub is incredibly important. Research. Did Soul do the music for this? Because this sounds incredibly like the music from Total Annihilation. But I am actually going to send a supply pod. There it was, resupply. With the machine parts. That I need, because I need them. And I am going to absolutely use the tunnel rather than oh, forgot how big these things were. But if I place it there, and down there. I could always send drones down there to actually level that off. Let's see what kind of cost that would incur. Well, it wouldn't incur a cost. It's terraforming. Oh, actually. Now the once that's built, the landing and takeoff of rockets will not kick up dust. I don't think, anyway. Right, so terraforming. Flatten, so if I small than this. Jesus Christ. Because of these unique drone commands, I can do this. Because of the unique drones, they don't need to go all the long way around, they will just fly down there. Which is handy. Right. So here's the dust storm. Move as close as you can to that edge. That whole thing now is pretty much in your range, I hope. If not, I'll move you down and around afterwards, but do you know what? Why not move you down and around now? If I put you there, you're actually still within the range of this. I mean, it's really hard to gauge on
Sector scanned. Research complete. Anomaly found.
Oh, crack. Why did I leave my explorer stuff there? Right. So you must have your drone loaded at this point. No, it's just following you. Curious. Charging. I am going to keep saying curious because it kind of is. Oh, that's why they were. I thought you could fly with things. Oh. Let's actually get this as a priority, shall we? The dust storm is not looking as terrifying as I thought it might, but at the same time it's still sodding dust storm. Alright, I've just noticed the state of the ball there. That's kind of scary. I suppose I'm at high altitude here, so it's not making as big of a difference. That means that more wind turbines should work pretty well up here. Fingers crossed when I come around to building them anyway. Right, so this is nearly built. There we go. No problems landing rockets now, once the dust storm is over.
Resources are low.
I'm aware of that. Yeah, so what they're doing now is they are clearing the area of the rubble, and that's going to be helpful because that means I can, once that's flat, I can place the tunnel more easily. I am down to 200 research per day, per sol. Yep. Why are you moving around? Why are you moving metal? Are you repairing something? That wouldn't be a surprise. So that's that, and that will give me a small quantity of metal as well. Useful. How are we going here? Clearing the site, 20%. Right, so I'm going to make this easy
Sector scanned.
for to get this done. I'm going to pull all the drones in here. And transfer control of them to the RC commander. There we go. And what that means is that they'll, when they require recharge, they will come to the commander for the recharge, rather than, which is right next to where they're working, rather than taking this long route up and around and to here before flying down. It means that they can just go boop, back to work. These drones are nice. I've never used them before, so this is good to know. Right, where are we then? Still waiting for that to be cleared, but it shouldn't take too long now. Not now that I've got everything, now that I've got my full drone force. So, we're working on that, clearing the site still, so waste rock required, not 0.2. That means that everything that they are taking out will probably be put back in as they level the terrain off. They're just clearing the area still. Either that or the waste rock required hasn't taken into account the clearance of the site. Where am I? There we go.
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh, excellent. I love it when anomalies give me research points. Right. Next one on. So once I've got my water production started, I can think about putting a dome down, which is important. And the fact that I can have automated metal mines means that I don't have to worry about providing people for the outside metal work, for the outside mines. I can just get on with that. All I need to figure out is, well, to be honest, I need precious metals. That's how I make my money here. Without precious metals, I am going to struggle. I mean, there's always tourism, but tourists are a lot more problems than they're worth, especially in small colonies. Right, how are we doing down here? Clearing the site still. Excellent. Get on with it, please. That's one of the things I'd like you to be doing. Site is nearly cleared.
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh, actually, it's been a while since I've checked my researches. You do not want the research list running dry. That is an amazing tech. Rover Command AI. Automated mode for RC Explorer and RC Transport need that. Let's actually bump that up to the top of the list. Because what that means is that I can just set the RC Explorer to automated. Anytime a new anomaly is discovered, it'll just go and scan it, which is perfect for me. And then once that's done, I need the drone hub, and I also need the autonomous sensors. Not so much need the autonomous sensors, but it's really helpful to have sensors which you don't need to upkeep, and you can just plonk down. Yeah, so delivering required waste rock. That 0.2 of it. So yeah, the seems like the waste rock calculation didn't take into account everything that was just removed from
Sector
the
scan.
site.
Anomaly found.
So let's have you do what I said I was going to have you do. Actually have you move for now here. And you get those drones unpacked. The stuff needs doing. Right then. Now that's sorted, where's my tunnel? Don't do that out of context. So again, I'm going to put it here, so it looks like it's leading straight in and out of the spaceport. Oh, you are joking me. That one rock has made this uneven terrain. Oh, crying out loud. Come back here, you. You know, this game sometimes, I love it, but it's just... Banners? Statues? What? Alright. That's new. Ah, whatever. Something will come and move that in a minute. Right, to the tunnel. Now that that's been moved, it's still considered uneven terrain. You know what, to be honest, the closer to the water supply, the better at this point. Right, tunnel that can connect power and life support grids at different locations and different elevations. Right, so put it there. So what we should see now is, now that everything's been maintained,
Sector scanned.
these tunnels should now be built. Sector has been scanned. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Get your row backside over there and get that scanned. I don't think this can be scanned. I just think it's... Oh, it can be. Excellent. So let's start adding down that side, for fuck's sake, to the scan list. Heavy drone load. If I could fab more drones I would, but I can't, so is the problem there. I may need more polymers and electronics. In fact, I do need polymers and electronics. Can I order prefabs on a resupply? Sorry. What prefabs can I order on a resupply? Drone hub, moisture vapor, fuel refinery, steering generator, small parts factory, machine. Right, so these two small factories are going to be important to me, as is the polymer factory. I can't order prefab domes. Which is a slight problem. I could really use some a prefab dome because they are expensive to build. Self-sufficient dome can't do because it needs a prefab basic dome. The mini dome has no capacity for a spire. That has capacity for a spire. So I'll be taking that. Oh, the fact that that's complete, does that mean that you now have your... No, why didn't that go to the top of the list? Research. I could have sworn I put that tech on them. I did. Automated mode for RC Explorer and RC Transport. Oh, yep, there is one. To be finished. Oh crikey, fickle economics. Our sponsor informs us that due to changes in economic conditions, the import of a key resource will soon be increased. Electronics will be doubled in price in 5 sols. Oh crap. That's a problem because I've not found any rare metals sources yet. That's rough. Right, so I'm on Sol 10. So at 15, things are going to get expensive to maintain, unless I can get some rare metals, which I haven't found a single deposit of yet. That's a slightly future problem. What I need to do right now is hook that up to the grid. Pipes are in this one. want it to come from the water tower rather than the let's have a look.
The probe's drill had hit 100 meters before it detected a spike in temperature.
That's a long drill.
The data tells us it was ignited magnesium compounds.
Reduces cost of robotics techs by 10%. Excellent. Anyway, let's get back to building these pipes. I want it to come off the water tower rather than the fuel refinery, because the water tower is a good hub for water and such, obviously. Actually, aesthetics choice here. I know it's probably going to cost me an extra metal just for the aesthetics choice, but nah. Yeah, thought it would. But I like, where possible, to have pipes and power cables running in the same squares. It helps keep track of my infrastructure. At least that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So my tunnel is nearly built. Not sure if it's more or less cost effective than the where are you going? I swear if you get broken down by those geezers, frig. Pound for a penny, there's going to be a research thing right in the middle of that, and I'm going to spend ages having my RC thing, my Explorer fixed. Right, so next up we have setting up water supplies. Where are you? You are on your way over there. I will... You are not there yet. I'm calling you back. I'm turning off your automated mode while I can get what I need sorted. So, we need water extractor down here. Too far from a working drone, Commander? Yes, but where's your... there, so... and walk across in front to here-ish. Perfect for me, because I think I can actually draw that line from either side. Pipes. And power. So, what I need down here is 2 metal for that, 2 machine parts and 6 concrete. So where's my... there you are. So no, just move to there, do me a favour, just so you're out of range of that. So, let's see. Load 5 metal. Metal. Two machine parts. You go through there. Why is this pipe? Or why is the power cable? White. I don't know. Right. That's good. So, soon we will have a working water extractor, which means I can start planning for my first dome. If I put it here, I did originally intend to have it coming off to the south, but there's nothing down here which would warrant that. But if I put it here, I can have it connecting straight into the pipe network pretty much. I think that's the right position. So I'm going to need to order more polymers in. Concrete I need to make more of as well. You are slow on that concrete production. Why can't I choose them? Cable. It's bugging me that I can't choose the cable. Can I use the skins for this? There is for that, but I'm not going to change it. Now that's been built. Let's turn back on your automated mode.
Sector scanned.
Let's go. Actually, no, you know what? Let's go there instead. That way your drone can shuffle the waste rock around as needed. So things are progressing, at least. You know what, let's actually see what research I'm looking at in a minute. I've got 2 slots, so I said I wanted that, and what have we got down here? Sustainable architecture requirements, less often. That's very good. Very, very good indeed. And I have enough fuel to instantly resupply the rocket that lands. So, I don't care what that it recommends that I don't build this yet. This built now. So, that seems to be my catchphrase. So, it's not, but let's hook this up to the pipe network. Do that just because redundancies are good. Power network also. I don't know why it was yellow down there. So, this, when it's built, will get a spire to decrease its water usage, which will be important. I need polymers, and I will actually order in some machine parts, electronics as well, because those are going to be important. Parts. And I am out of money. I'm actually very nervous about this. I think that this could go badly. I need some prefabs. I need the small electronics, the small machine parts, and the polymer factory. I don't have enough money for the polymer factory right now. I don't know if it'll fit on the rocket either. However, let's do that. Prefab buildings, I'll go for the rocket, good. And there we go, that's my entire funding spent. There is research I can do to get more, but it's... yeah. It's going onto my research list once I've finished that micro manufacturing research. But those 3 prefabs that I've ordered are essential to me at the minute, and that's notification for my battery getting low on my controller, so I may have to switch over soon. You should be filling now, indeed you are. That's there. So let's not have these connected up to the main supply, but what we need is we need a moxie. And we need oxy tanks. That should connect both oxygen tanks and the moxie to this, and I'm not sure if these require power, but being right up against the dome, the moxie will gain the power it needs. That's filling up. So when that's closer to full, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a landmark, probably. Let's see what I can do. Rock formation. I like the look of this. It's a pity I can't set it so that things run down the middle of it. You can put it like here so that there's a nice framing for the entrance to the dome from the landing pad. It requires 250 waste rock, which is good because it means I can empty out that waste rock pile. So I've placed that there. Drop the priority on it, however. Because that way everything else will get tended to first. Right. This, I think, still requires more concrete than I have. A little extra kick to the power.
Sector scanned.
I'm actually getting a little worried at how little I'm finding in terms of precious metals. And I'm having a bad feeling that it's likely that they're going to be down here or something. However, I'm also not seeing anything at all that says high chance it may contain rare. Oh, sorry, it's rare metals, not precious metals. But either way, concrete metals, polymers from research. Concrete metals, metals concrete, metals concrete. Nothing. Well, saying nothing, it's not nothing, it's just not what I'm looking for. Like, I haven't seen a single sector which is high chance of rare metals, and that's concerning. Unless it is just lumped under metals. I don't know. But if it's not, it puts me in a bit of trouble. Without rare metals, I can't make electronics. If I can't make electronics, I can't become self-sufficient in maintaining my colony. I also won't have any exports, because the only thing you can export is rare metals. This game may have been doomed to a failure from the start. Just because of that lack of rare metals. Research I'm currently on. Micro manufacturing. I'm worried. So I'm waiting for the rocket to deliver polymers for the dome. I'm soon going to be waiting for concrete to finish the dome. Right, electronics. I currently have nothing which requires electronics for upkeep. That's handy, but I think domes do. Let's check. Have dome. No, just concrete. Huh. Pardon me. Living quarters just require concrete. Complexes just require concrete. Smart homes and complexes require electronics. May have to hold off those until I've discovered some rare metal deposits. A school requires electronics. A research lab requires electronics. Olympus Hotel, that's new. It's either new or specific to the Japanese sponsor. Spacebar. Concrete. Metal and... no, that doesn't even require an upkeep. Casino is electronics, mate. Security station is concrete. Concrete but consumption is that. So I'm not actually too bad. I might have been slightly pessimistic in my assumption that I'm going to be failure state because of a lack of electronics. Let me just check my... yeah, I think I might be alright. If I can keep the electronics, buildings that require electronics as upkeep, down. It seems like there are very few, so that's handy. The research lab requiring it is a bit of a kick, however. But once I've got the research, which I think I'm going to be alright. I'll put it that way. I think I'm going to be alright. I think in here I want a I want a living complex. I'm not sure if I should start with a hydro bay, if I should start with a hydro tower, or if I should go straight to farm. Farm requires a lot more staff than the hydroponics, but produces a hell of a lot more food. What I am going to need to do is I'm going to need to put depots for machine parts and polymers in front of this place. If we're going to be producing them, they need somewhere to be put nearby as well. So I don't have anything which requires electronics as upkeep right now. Do I have anything requiring polymers as upkeeps? Yes, but not much. Same for machine parts. So the machine parts and the polymers, fine. I'll keep hold of the small electronics factory prefab for if and when I discover that rare metal deposit that I'm so nervous about. Yep, I'm aware that there's a heavy drill load. This one, I'll stick with that skin.
Sector scanned.
Excellent. Nothing found. Excellent. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a big dump of electronics I've just received. Maybe went overboard, should have thought about that a little more, but never mind. The heavy drone load upsets me, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm waiting for concrete, so they'll just start stacking this with waste rock until this is unloaded at any rate. Or reloaded, either way. Let's accelerate things because this is going to take a while. I bet you require concrete. No, just metal. And you. And you. So theoretically they could build those while they're waiting. And it's within range, so yeah. I don't know why it was over here. It said out of the range of the working drone commander, because it's really not. Right, so as it's produced, concrete will be delivered to the hab dome. Moxie is built. Let's change the skin on this. Yeah, I think I prefer that look. I wish it was facing the other way, but that's on me. I should have checked the skin before I placed the building, but these do have skins. No. Oh. Do you want it painted or do you want it raw metal? So, there we go. Still just waiting for concrete, which is actually coming along nicely. Right, so up here you can have a quick view at what your research, well, what all of your resources are. You got your funding, which is a rare metals price. That's 1 unit of rare metals is, yeah. Anyway, research, electricity is a nice. I'm doing well on here. 316 stored out of total of 400 possible stored. Production and demand, yeah, that's nice. Right, so this water extractor down here shouldn't currently be running because we've got no demand for water beyond what is being produced by the evaporator. What the fuck ever. Metals, it tells you how much you're producing, what's on the surface, and so on and so forth. So we're doing pretty well here. I may set up that automated mine sooner rather than later, because automation. Oh, I've got 2 concrete produced. Still need another 9, 11. Sorry. So that's nearly done. Food and that is I think I'm going to go for hydroponics rather than farm. Because it's only small dome and it's probably not going to grow too big. Small consumption on those are going to last for quite some time. Fuel is required for polymer production, so to be honest those are going to be going for quite some time because soon I'm going to be starting production on them both. I may build a research lab in there because struggling along at 200 research per day is going to be painful. However, at the same time, if I don't expand too much, I'm under no pressure and I can just take the time there's not going to be much of a time constraint. I can just take things on the chin as they come. So, let's see. One more and that's going to be built. Excellent. I can imagine that that's on its way now somewhere. That's waste rock. There it is. That's the last little block of concrete to build this dome. And I might change the design of the dome. We'll see. But yeah, I've gone for the... I don't normally go for the round domes on my first dome because I don't usually like them. I usually like to go for the small triangles or something, but... What I am going to check though, before I build anything, is if you can actually put solar panels inside domes. In which case, if you can, I am going to make a small little dome over here, just for the solar panels. And when I say small dome, I mean quite literally, where are we? The micro dome. Yeah, I usually go for the barrel dome, just because it looks kind of interesting, it's got more workspace, but the standard dome I'm going to opt for, because that possibility of putting a spire building in is good. What do solar panels require to build?
Sector scan.
Just metal.
Research complete.
Oh. Right. So, once this construction is a new deep space telescope will be launched to scout the cosmos from a point even further out than Mars. The company behind the telescope, Lander Industries, has partnered with our sponsor to share the financial burden of the deep space launch. Our sponsor, not want to waste an opportunity to help their most ambitious project, says the splitting of the launch bill will basically pay for a single supply pod they can fill with cargo of our choosing. What should we pick? Oh. I thought this was going to cost me money, but no. You know, I think I'm going to take the orbital supply. I'm going to take the orbital probes. That will drastically... I'll just go... Pop all 10 straight away. Or I might wait until I can... Until I have the deep scanning ability on the probes. It's a tough call. But I want the probes. Have you been unloaded?
Milestone achieved.
No, it's got electronics on board. Right then, before we go any further, solar panels can be put inside domes. This is amazing news, because that means I really can just put in a tiny dome over here. Yeah, this is going to leave me short on power for a while, but there's nothing over there that needs power imminently. So let's did decommission protocol ever get researched? No. Oh good. Let's get that to the top and then get that on the list as well. Oh, drone printing. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, I didn't realise I was unlocking things further down the list. Right, so the thing is, I can just connect those two. That's right on the limits. Where's my... Just looked up. It's micro build. It's going to take a while to build. I love the way that this looks. I really do. I mean, I wish I could connect it directly to the... Oh, I can. If I put it there, it's just connected directly to the power grid via the... Oh, if I do that, I won't need to bridge that gap. I like this positioning. I'm going to use it as a... I do like that positioning, but I also like it here too. And if I put it there, I could technically use it as a warehouse. Let me just check to see if depots can be placed inside buildings as well. No, they are external only. That's a shame. However, having a dome protecting solar panels is nice. I didn't realise I could do that. So yeah, let's get a micro dome. And I will place it at the top side because it really doesn't need to be. Doesn't actually need to be connected to life support. So if I put it there like that, what if I could put a Stirling generator inside as well? So this dome, I don't have access to its settings yet, but it will be there will be no colonists accepted there. So, where are we? I need to find storage and depot. We already have the fuel depot near the landing pad, so I don't need to do that. What we do need is we need a food depot nearby, because it helps to have a food depot near basically a food producer, which it will be. So place the food depot. Polymers are going to be produced probably in this area, just to keep it close by. So I will put a polymer depot here. It needs to be nearby because it needs to be within walking range of the dome. We are also going to be producing machine parts as well inside the dome, so just like the food one, we're going to place it there, and those rocks will be cleared and added to the feature. Is there anything else we need to put here? We will build this after we have the dome set and running. How far are you from requiring maintenance? So you are just waiting for that, yes. Alright. Let's actually drop my probes in this corner.
Sector scanned.
Oh, there's some rare metals. Not a lot, but there's some.
Research complete.
3, 4,
Anomaly found.
5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for good measure. There's all the found 2 rare metals deposits over there. Oh, that's a decent one as well. So if we ever want to build a second hub for the colony, we'll put it over here. My Explorer, RC Explorer, should be on its way over here now to start taking advantage of these sites, as should the RC Transporter, to make use of any to grab any surface metals. So that works out well. That was a good choice of placement on my part there. Right, so having done that, and each one of those got me research. Right, subsurface heating. With how high risk cold waves are, that could be useful, but we want drone printing first. because it's useful. Sustainable architecture is on the way. Factory AI, not that interested in that right now. Logi engineering, also not that interested, not looking to massively expand this colony too quickly. Drone hub, yes please, and battery optimization. Oh no, good on swarm, there we go. So, what we have is sustainable architecture, which reduces the upkeep of domes, or the buildings inside domes. The crowdfunding, which will get me an extra, well, basically $1 billion for emergency resources should I need them. Drone printing, which will allow me to finally print more drones, because I've been struggling along with just the 8 that I started with. That's why things have been progressing so slowly, I believe. And the drone hub, so I can build my own drone hubs, no surprise there. And drone swarm. I am going to need jet propulsion technology at some point soon, however, because I may want to start expanding yonder. So, you know what? Let's add this and this to the scan queue, just so I feel like I've got that entire corner scanned down. I wonder where my 2 little explorers are. Yeah, the explorer is on its way, and the transport is also on its way. That transport's got a long ass job ahead of it. 2 out of 14 on the concrete there. Excuse me. Do you require maintenance at all? No. It's very interesting. Anyway, let's bring this down just because I'm sick of seeing it pulsating at the bottom there. Let's annoy my solar panels here. Like, this is, like, if you look at the solar panels, 4 are clean-ish, 2 are dirty. The pod comes down, kicks up dust. The 2 dirty ones may actually go out of action here. May require maintenance after that. In fact, they may all require maintenance after that, but that's that brought down. And let's salvage that for the 5 metal it's made of. Which is just one short of being able to service all of those polymers, though that was a bad idea. Ah well. Mistakes happen. You know what, I want to change the design of this, so let's do that. Looks slightly more low tech, but I like it. Tunnels don't have skins, but domes do. Right, we have totally clear bubble. For some reason I like to think of this one as Blackpool. That's hideous. I've never liked that one. And then we have standard. Oh, it changes the paths inside as well. I think I like that skin more than the others, so oh, this is up and running. Excellent.
Cold wave approaching.
Oh. Cold wave is imminent while most of our machinery is designed to be able to function in such low temperatures. If a building outside stops working for more than a sol, it will freeze and may not be repaired until after the cold wave is lifted. Cold waves put an extra strain on the electrical grid and buildings will consume more electricity. One way to negate the effects of cold wave is to place subsurface heaters near vulnerable buildings. The following buildings will freeze during cold wave: water tanks and outside buildings that are not operational for more than a sol. So, there's that catchphrase again. This will freeze over, but I'm currently net zero on water production consumption, so we'll be great. I mean, I could turn that off, and when the cold wave hits, just turn it back on at this point, because that's got enough water in it right now. Um, 7 out of 40, crikey. Our concrete production is slow. I have no idea why. Been unloaded yet. Electronics. You know what? Because I plan on producing electronics over here in the future as well, let's get a depot down for those. Then now things should start to unload electronics. Electronics are now being unloaded. Excellent. I don't know where my two travelling rovers are. Sometimes you can spot them from the... Oh wait, no, there's one right here. Not sure if it's coming through at the quality that my stream broadcasts are. Oh, they're both there. One's there, one's there. Just both moving from the right side of the respective grids. They look like headlamps. So Explorer first, as it should be. You know, I'm wondering if, because I've turned off the terraforming, if it turned off the paradox interactive option for me to play as. Right. I've been going for nearly 3 hours, so I'm just going to take a break here. I will leave the game running for a few moments. I shall be back momentarily. And I'm back. Let's see then. The rocket is resupplied, so bugger off back to Earth, please. It looks like it kicks up dust, but it actually doesn't. Which is handy.
Sector scanned.
You still just got a 1? Nope. Somehow you have only 1 attached to you. And let's give you that 8th. You're working on that, and the transporter may be on its way back if it's filled up quickly. I don't think it is. I think it's there. Yeah, that was a good spot. Righty then. Have skins? No, you don't have skins.
Anomaly analyzed.
Ooh, there it is. That's what I've been waiting for. The import of electronics has been increased by 100%. I wonder if that'll ever end. Research. Did not finish that research. Good. I mean, I wouldn't want it to, would I? Sarcasm dripping. It's nowhere near a drill. That's the thing. I've got. I shouldn't pay attention when it says, "Oh yeah, we've chosen your recommended place with good resources." It really doesn't. It rarely does. I mean, down in this corner, for crying out loud, water, metal, and rare metal there, concrete there. If I'd have started in this square here, that one, and that one, and then I've got all the resources I need to actually get my colony up and running, with a lot of research viewpoints dotted around. Slightly frustrating. However, let's get back to our little colony over here. Still missing more than half, and I don't know how to get you to hurry up. Oh, have I actually got that upgrade? Did I get that upgrade? I did. Get on with it. I mean, right now I've got the power to spare. One polymer delivered, and that's 2 polymers. No, it's not. That was concrete being collected. There's 2 polymers delivered. That's been upgraded.
Anomaly analyzed.
Now, pulling in quicker. research, it's still not done. I mean, I've got the percentage at the top, so I shouldn't be surprised when it's not done. Right, have we got any? No, there's no other anomalies down there to research. Those are all vistas, which is a shame. Vistas are good for research. 25 out of 40, and that will continue producing a decent rate. 20 per. That's a lot better than it was, and upgrades can be turned off. So once I've actually got a bit of a backlog of concrete, I'll be able to turn the upgrade off and normalize my usage. What I'm tempted to do right now is we don't want you sorting metals, concrete, or food, or rare metals, or polymers, or machine parts, or electronics, or fuel. So basically what I'm saying is you're currently a pointless structure. Because I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rare metals is 8, makes 8. So apart from the rare metals depot, which I'm not currently producing, I have a dedicated depot for each of the resources there. You can tell that drone load's heavy though. They're not doing anything about what needs to be done. 32 out of 40, but yeah, as soon as that's up, I'm going to turn the upgrade off on that because that's getting low during the day, overnight, so.
Research complete.
Excellent. Same with architecture, research complete. So back to my research screen. Mars crowdfunding. Let's have a look. You know what? That I believe should be my next research project, because having that done before the colonists arrive means that the hydroponics can grow giant crops. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see then, what have we got here? Ooh, what's that one? That's an archaeology spire. Ooh. You know, I'm not sure what upkeep an archaeology spire needs, but that would stop a lot of housing problems. I mean, it takes the spot of the spire, and it's a lot of cement at this point. But it's also 10,000. It's also got research cost of 10,000, which is way more than I can put into it at the minute. On the flip side, if I build something with just the standard housing complex first, then once that's researched, I can, as long as I've not got the water spire in, I can place the archaeology spire, delete the it'll come to me. Housing complex. And they'll move into the archaeology. I think that's, yeah, I think that's the way to go.
Sector scanned.
Right, so domes have to be connected to a working supply of oxygen and water with pipes. Colonists will not be able to survive within the dome if life support is not secured, so no storage for water and so storage for water and oxygen is also recommended. Right, you say it must be. There's no way to move through, is there? So, power grid. Now that I've got those solar panels in there, rename Microdome to, this is now the Solaris Dome. Help if I spell things correctly. So there we go. There's the first panel in the Solaris Dome gone active. Oh, here we go. Oh, 3 days. Not enough power. Oh, heck. Right, so. Domes that are turned off do not accept colonists, do not consume power, oxygen or water. When a dome is turned off, all building sites turn off as well. So, there we go, that'll save some power. And, to be honest, you don't need to... Oh, wow. You're frozen, so you can't work. Everything else will work until morning. I hope.
Resources are low.
Yep, I know my power levels are low. So, the domes are turned off, and yes, they should still allow power to... Oh, no. You need to be turned back on. Glad I caught that in time. Do what I was going to do and check the skins out. That, no, that for me is the best skin for the solar panels. So really, I'd only need to put subsurface heater next to this water tank, in theory. Things are still bobbling about. Add that. It's actually really pretty when the cold wave happens. I like it a lot. So this dome will cease functioning shortly until it is repaired, as it has been turned off for more than a sol. You know, I keep forgetting to dismiss the messages, but never mind. You are really bent on getting this finished, aren't you? I mean, it's nearly done, so congrats on that, but... Wow. What's cement? I'm up to 39 cement. I never actually turned you off from the additional power you turned off your amplifier, did I? So, let's start with preparing the residential space 14. I'm trying to remember. I think I can only take 12 in on my initial intake for founders. So while that would be good, I think I'm going to go with the living complex. And I think I'm going to go for the pods. I don't know why. I kind of like the pods. Hydroponic farm. Some entertainment, so a small space bar. Put it there so that the entrance faces the interior of the dome and it looks out over the industrial area. I didn't think that one through really, did I? Okay, so let's cancel the construction of this one. Let's put it here instead. So I need to stop saying that. I'm starting to annoy myself by just going so every 30 seconds, and as such I apologise. That goes there. The small space bar can go there. Don't think there's any alternate styles for the small one. A grocery I need. Do I go for the small grocer or do I go for a standard grocer? I mean, I've only got a small number of people here, but I'd rather go for a full-size grocery stand. So that works for me.
Research complete.
Perfect timing on the giant crops. And the diner is a small building as well, so I will put in a diner. Which style do we think now? It's going to be facing the middle, so the diner can go there. And because that faces out to industrial, we will put the industrial buildings just over here. I can't put the polymer building inside, that will be dumb. Electronics factory, don't need yet. Machine parts I do need, however. No, I'll have it there, so it is actually facing. I don't know, my aesthetic choice just went weird. Polymer factory. Second visual variant. Put it there because I again, just aesthetic choices. The 4 towers plus the entrance points directly to that, so that will help. I don't think I've got anything else I need particularly to build right now. Got the grocer, I've got the space bar, I've got a diner, I've got living quarters. And what I can do is this. Select new crop. Giant wheatgrass. Growth time 1 sol, optimal harvest 2.5, reduces oxygen consumption and increases water consumption. Giant leaf crops, 4 sols, 16, optimal. Love it if we get giant microgreens. Right. We'll go with giant wheatgrass. Because. Should be enough for now. That was prefabbed, so that's up straight away. Also prefab, so that's up straight away. Because I'm going to only have 12 to begin with, I will wait and distribute the tasks as needed. I will make sure that there's enough jobs and not overproducing. That needs maintenance. And it's frozen up. Oh, crikey. Things are getting built. That's good. So, 3, 6, 9, 12. That won't work.
Sector scanned.
Right, so I'll stop it. My water and fuel, my water consumption is now exceeding production. Which I do not like. Especially since I have no way to use the storage right now, so this being repaired now will help a lot. One of your builders are malfunctioned, yes, I know. It can be repaired by drones after the cold wave has passed. That may have been a bit dumb, what I just did, but never mind. Well, I don't think I need to say what happened there. Let's get things where they need to be before we get started, shall we? So yeah, this was my very first cold wave in this game. I usually cherry pick my starting locations because I don't like the disasters. However, I've pre-decided the location and I stuck to it. That means this is frozen over. No, that's good to know. Eight hours left on this cold wave. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Maybe. I'm noticing that I'm falling quiet a lot, and I don't particularly want to do that. We'll proceed until I've set up and got the first colonists here, and then I'll call a halt to the game there, I think. I've also just realised I'm not entirely sure if there are autosaves. And I've not manually saved at all, so let's do that now. New save game. Rename. Stream Mars. There we go. So there are autosaves. I've just forgot, but manual saves are always good. Drones without life support 1, but it don't need it. Unload that. Pause this for a moment. This. There's 3. Alright, so there's only 3 that can work here, and I don't need them to be operating at peak, so knock that down to 1, so we're at 4. This I want to be operating at peak, so that's up to 7. We only need 1 here. So yeah, 2, so we're up to 9. Spacebar is the afternoon, and diner is early. So in a minute I will count out these job spaces. In fact, I don't need to. I have my handy dandy bar up here. 12 vacant work slots, which, as I say, I believe is the number of people that come in on the transport. Do that. I think we'll put 50% efficiency is about what I want it to be at. We're only feeding 12, and this is meant to feed an entire dome, so that's theoretically anyway. Let's close 1 job slot there and open the morning shift. No, we don't need to open the morning shift. Because everybody else works the morning shift. It's just the ones that work the afternoon shift that need somewhere to be in the morning, which is over there. So, we will open up the second afternoon shift here. So we've got 2, 3, 4 people working. Which, yep, that should balance out all right. let's now get this passenger rocket sorted. Right. Passenger rocket will deliver the colonists and a minimal food supply to Mars. Highlight an applicant to inspect their traits. Yeah. Scientist, engineer, scientist, tourist. Nope. Right, so don't want tourists on the initial influx because they leave at the end of it. Well, they don't work. Is the more important thing here. Right, you know what? Let's do this. Filter. Engineers. Do I have biologists, geologists, scientists, geologist? No. Right, so there's one thing that I can be filtering for, specialisation. Botanist, yes please. Tourist, get out of here! Why would I want a tourist? Right, filter. In this very first group, I do not want tourists. There. So 2 botanists, 1 scientist, 1 geologist. 3 geologists, engineer. Right, let's... Yeah, launch anyway, because by the time it gets here, there will be the space for 12 residents. Because the cold wave will be over. And everything will be good. So you can go back to automated mode, go find me more metal, and the cold wave is over. Actually, you know what? Nope. That's that automated mode. Over here. Right. There we go. The dome is... all I need to do is turn it on when it comes to... Actually, let me just do that now. Make sure that everything inside... Yeah, nothing there is saying that it needs... That's right. Things are going better
Sector
now.
scanned. Research complete.
Oh. Research cooperation, my attention is required. Lambda Industries Deep Space Telescope is performing as planned. What isn't performing as well is the data analysis. The amount of information the telescope is sending towards Earth is mind-boggling, and they have issues processing it all. Lambda Industries is officially extending a request for help with research the Analyze Space Telescope data tech to continue. And I just got some money. Research, that came at the right time. Right, Q on top. Actually, there we go. That'll do. Wait, what do I do? Legit, that. Right, so the rocket is almost here. And things are looking like they're going well. I'm tempted to disassemble these because I have my nice shiny dome full of solar panels now. Hooray! Which are protected from, well, protected from pretty much everything at this point. All the madness has calmed down with the drones. Nothing's needed to be shifted right now particularly. This is nice. Let's get the drone. Let's get the rocket down. I do like the look of this building. Right, it has fuel on its input. It just needs workers. And say what? -1 on oxygen production, right? Water production 1, water demand 1.5, stored water 100. At night, so yeah, that's reasonable. Actually a lot lower than I thought it would be. Why is that so low? What's not working? Oh no, that turbine's keeping up with it, isn't it? Well, I say keeping up with it. Okay. No operational domes in walking distance. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Oh well. You're gonna have to suck it up. This is going to be where I fail now, because I was daft enough to not check about...
New colonists have arrived.
Oh, Christ. I don't like doing this, but I made a big mistake then. So what I need to do now is I need to put a smaller dome in temporarily. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. Why is this dome not operational? Because I had not turned it on. Right there. Now, if I try and bring the rocket down. Temporarily, so they don't get tempted to walk into it. Turn that dome off.
Milestone achieved.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
New colonists
I'm
have
aware of
arrived.
that.
Crop failure reported.
Hey, that worked exactly how I wanted it to. And there we go. My solar dome is now turned on. I have my colonists settling in, hopefully. And oh, things aren't looking as rough as I thought they were initially. I have polymer and machine parts production starting. I mean, we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see how well that starts working for us, but let's have a look at what our predicted. I like the music coming from that. Yeah. This I probably should have checked. No, that's fine. We should be doing well here. The pod homes look good. think this is going to go well. That domes without life support message is always going to wind me up. It doesn't need life support, but you know, because I'm not a fan of having random messages wind me up, I give up here. Have some pipe. Should also get rid of the condensation on the windows. Or maybe that was just a maintenance issue. Oh wait, no. Yeah, as soon as the pipe was connected, the condensation went. That's like that. It's being refueled, and that's good. The turbine is didn't realise I had that upgrade yet. That's the low G. Yeah, that's the low G turbines upgrade. My mistake. Did have it, but even better. Now actually going to put it to use. Now then. Research. That is a very powerful energy producer at this point. I'm surprised. And yes, indeed, there's no reason for you to be sat on the landing pad for an awful week. So. Have been some updates. Yeah, back to Earth with you.
Sector scanned.
Building's not working. What building is not working? Small space bar. Why not? Not enough workers. Yeah. There we go, that stops that expectation. Now then. 1.6 per sol produced. That's going to be fine. That's more than I'm using. 0.2. Now that's not so fine. So apparently I'm using 0.9. And you require electronics for maintenance. What? Possibly about the only building that does though, so I can let that slide. Right, where are we next? We need more people to staff that. Did I actually put the archaeology onto the research list? No, I didn't. Right, what do I need to do? Didn't realise I paused it. Yes, next up will be to figure out what I'm going to do with my next batch of colonists, other than open up more jobs. I'm gonna need more housing, so let's get on with that. Living quarters, there they are. Nope, not living quarters, it's the complex area. Let's have something that looks a little bit different, so that everyone is crammed into the same accommodation. Yeah, that's nice, I like that. So yeah, accommodation for the next wave of colonists. Maybe the tourists, if I allow them in next time. Wow, they really do require a lot less maintenance inside that dome. How are we doing down here? Still functioning. That's perfect. I mean, I've still got 9 days to go before I can bring more colonists in, but having things ready is not a bad thing. How is our scanning going? Slowly, since things are getting a lot further away from the sensor towers, but it'll be fine. Where is my explorer? Wow, it's been a long time since
Milestone achieved.
I've found any research points. I don't watch this view often, nearly often enough. So the accommodation is nearly built, and I actually do want research labs. I will build them I'll start again. I'll build the research lab closer to when the colonists are due, because I don't want to build it now and have it be a drain on my limited electronics supply. It's a kind of nice building. Not placing it because it's a bad idea, but let's see. Is your estimate on the production per day gone up? No, it hasn't. That's not good. I need more people working there. But I will get people working there when the next wave of colonists comes in. I am building up quite a stockpile of metal right now. That's good. Especially since, now that I think about it, that metal's all just come from the surface, and I've not actually got a metal mine set up yet, so that is handy. What's this scan at? It's at 39%. Jeez, that's taken a long time. Alright, where are we at? This has gone... Well, I've been streaming for a lot longer than I expected to, so... I am probably going to call it quits here. With a nice little view over what I've managed to achieve in the last 3 and a bit hours. It looks good. And let's... Oh, no, wrong button. Let's give this a save. And there we go. Thanks to anybody who's watched. Thanks for just being here in general. Enjoy the rest of your days. Take care. Nope, did not mean to take a screenshot. Take care.